Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again for the one time one again on this Hump Day Wednesday. Um, the draft is next week, guys. Get ready. Excited to see what our Dallas Cowboys will pick in this draft. We got 10 picks, so I'm pretty sure that they're probably gonna maybe move some things around in the later rounds. A lot of people kept saying, "Oh, should the Cowboys trade down or trade back in the first round?" My opinion is stay where you at number 10, pick at number 10 because like I said, number 10 is a good spot. The Cowboys right now are already getting fielded questions um, and phone calls basically on, hey, could we do this? Could we take your pick and you take ours? But I'm gonna tell you, in order if they move, another team is going to have to sell the farm for that. It's going to be a lot of different. It's got to be a lot of things that has to take place for the Cowboys to move at that 10 spot. I believe that the Cowboys are going to stay at that 10 spot unless they get an offer that they can't refuse. I really don't think that a team is going to want to give up so much for the Cowboys to move like that. So I think that they're going to end up getting the 10th pick. I had some people in the comments saying that, oh, we shouldn't have won those games because blah, blah, blah. It messed up our draft stock. Number 10 is not a bad spot to pick. I'm going to tell you right now. You look at the teams that um, need quarterbacks, there's going to be at least three or four picked before the Cowboys. So they have their pick of the litter on defense. Even if Kyle Pitts gets picked, which is okay. If he gets picked, you still got Sertan. Um, I know the Cowboys probably don't want to go offensive lineman on the first round, but they would only do that unless a defensive player that they want is not there. So everything is contingent upon whether this player falls here or this player gets picked here because, again, you don't know what the draft's going to be like. A guy that you really want or not even thinking about could fall. A guy that you really want could be picked before you. You never know. That's just how the draft is. Y'all remember last year when the Dallas Cowboys picked in the first round? They were going to go get Caleb Von Chase on, but they didn't even have CeeDee Lamb on their board. They knew he was there. They knew that he was a great wide receiver, but they didn't think that they could get him because they thought that he would have got picked. He dropped down to the 17th pick where the Cowboys was last year, and they ended up getting CeeDee Lamb. And that worked out better for them because think about it, if they would have got Caleb Von Chase on, he still wouldn't have been an impact on the team because, again, I think he got injured this past year and he didn't play all that great. You look at these defensive ends, a lot of them they don't come out being monsters their first year. It takes 2 maybe 3 years for them to be to the level that they need to be at the NFL stage. Look at D Law. D Law didn't come through until his third year, to be honest with you. So you look at that, and it just takes those type of positions longer in this NFL to become beast and become dominant and become worth where you selected them from. So you knew what you were getting out of CeeDee Lamb. So that's that. Now that's why for those of you that keep saying, "Oh well, they would be stupid to get Kyle Pitts," not really, because you look at how dynamic he can be for this team. Everybody acts like, "Oh, we only have one pick in the draft. We got 10 of them." There is so much talent on defense, and I'm talking about as far as secondary guys between the second and the fifth round. That's the cream of the crop right there. You're gonna have guys that can play this scheme. It's a 4-3, and they're gonna be playing mostly uh, zone coverage. So you get a guy like Sertan. I think that he fits better than somebody like J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn would probably be a pick like when we got Morris Claiborne. He's more of a press man type of corner. He's an up in your face type of corner, which is not bad for the team. It's just that I think Sertan would be better for what Dan Quinn would be asking him for. And he played with Trayvon Diggs in Alabama, and they already know each other. So there's familiarity there. So you look at that. But enough about that. I want to get into what I really want to talk about in the video. Um, as you know, today the league sent out, basically they passed the rule on the number changes. Now, we talked about this off air on some of my other cowboy YouTubers. We talked about this, about how we felt about, you know, the number change, and I'm not really with it, to be honest with you. Um, they're going with the college format where you can have a single digit number being a skill player. I just, I'm not really feeling it. At the college level, it makes sense because again, you're not. To me, it's just not as formal as the NFL is. You making the numbers like how college is in the NFL level, it's just going to cause a lot of confusion. Now, I understand why they did it. Because with COVID, they've been expanding the off-season program and they've been expanding the rosters as far as the practice squad and stuff like that. Now, the Cowboys weren't affected by this, but some teams were affected by the fact that um, they didn't have enough jersey numbers available for the expanded rosters. Now, those are teams that have retired, and that's because they have retired jerseys that they can't give out to players because again they're retired, they're special to certain players that are in the Hall of Fame and things of that nature. Now, although the Cowboys don't technically have um, retired numbers, but they have numbers that are off limits, like Emmett Smith's and Troy Aikman's and a few other ones, but they have been handing out some other numbers, but not for the same position that player played. Like, for instance, Tony Dorsett. You will probably never see another running back come through Dallas with a number 33. You might see a DB because I remember when Chidobe Awuzie first got drafted, he had 33 at first, and then he switched to a number in the 20s. But that's different. Um, this whole number change thing is just weird for me because, and I feel sorry for the people that have jerseys for certain one of these players, especially like a player that's a core player, and you talking about they want to change their jersey now to maybe something that they had in college, and they want to do that because some guys are just happy with their numbers. I remember when I played football, um, I mean there were certain numbers that I liked, but if I played a certain position and you gave me a number in that range, I'm going to play in whatever number you give me. I'm not really, you know, gung ho on a number. It doesn't hold much value to me. But I know some a lot of these other players, they literally are strict to one number. They think psychologically that's their lucky number, so they want to keep that number. Now we know that Jalen Smith was number 9 in college, and he probably wants to go back to that. Now that was Tony Romo's number, as you know. Um, would he do that or what? He's actually better keeping number 54 because it's prestige. Um, that is a Hall of Fame number that he already has with 54. If I were him, I would just play better and just keep number 54. But that's just me. Um, I really don't, like I said, I really don't like the change because the simple fact is it's going to be confusing because you're so used to watching the NFL. When you look at a number of a player on the field, you kind of already know what position he plays. If you look at a guy with a number in the 80s, he's either a tight end or a wide receiver, right? You look at a guy with a number between 1 and 19. That's either a quarterback, and it may be a receiver here and there. That's a practice, not a practice squad. That's also a special teams player, like a 13 or something. I know that Amari Cooper is 19. I know that Gallup is 13. They have low numbers, but that's normal. But when you start getting to the single digit numbers as a defensive end or a linebacker, it just gets a little weird because it's almost like it's just weird seeing a big dude rushing the passer with a number 1 on his chest. It's just weird. It just don't look right. I'm not really with it, but it is. I understand why the NFL is doing it, but I'm not. It just weird. Like I said, it makes sense for college, but to me, it doesn't make sense for the NFL. Let me know what you guys think about the rule change for the players to get the number. Oh, so let me run through real quick the numbers as far as positions if you didn't know. So running backs, tight ends, fullbacks, and wide receivers can choose between 1 through 49, and 80 to 89. So I'm gonna use this as an example. Y'all remember Ty Montgomery, right? Ty Montgomery, when he was with the Green Bay Packers, he was a wide receiver at first. So they were decimated at running back so bad that they converted him as a wide receiver to a running back, and he became their running back. But he wore number 88. Seeing a number 88 running the ball is weird to me, to see number 88 running the ball. And it was weird watching him in Green Bay catching the ball out the backfield and rushing with the number 88. It was just weird to me. But some of you guys may love it. I know some of you guys that have jerseys with these guys' numbers on it are probably going to be like, shit, if my favorite player has to change their number, now I'm going to have to go buy another jersey. So the NFL did it. They know it's a money pull. They know it's a money grab. They say it's for the expanded teams, but I really think it's a money thing. It's a money grab. We know it's a money grab. We know that they're doing it to increase revenue because of COVID. COVID, a lot of everybody lost money in COVID. So except for Elon Musk, but yeah, it is what it is. Because Amazon ain't going nowhere. DBs can pick between numbers 1 and 49. Linebackers 1 through 59 and 90 through 99. So I guess that's not as weird, because if you look at a linebacker in a number in the 90s, you probably think it's a 3-4 guy or what. I don't know. It's just it's all weird. Offensive linemen, 50 through 79, which is pretty normal for them. They normally are in that range anyway. So there's really not much change with that. Defensive linemen can go from 50 to 79 and 90 to 99. And of course, quarterbacks, kickers, and punters remain the same, 1 through 19. Those are their number range. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section about the rule change for the numbers for the NFL. Yeah, I'm not with it. So y'all let me know what y'all think. In the meantime, between time, like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't see the Around the Nation episode 3, I was on Scott Walker Steele's channel, Dallas Cowboys Network. That's his channel. Go check out the video from last night. It was me, DMV. He had Big Dave, and Big Nick's on there. Guys, we was on there with heavy hitters last night. Not last night, the night before last. I'm telling you, the days go by so fast. But yeah, night before last. But it was lit, man. We had fun on there. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. It's your boy E2 Blue, keeping it real. Peace out.